All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the wonderful world of Model Monday Live. Great to see everybody here again. Lots of people in the chat, lots of chat activity. Hope everybody's having a good Monday, good start to the week. We had a nice long weekend here in the States, and so hope everybody had a good long weekend and is ready to party here today on Model Monday Live. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Mr. Alex is here. LCR Brick Tech is here. Mr. Alex is here. Caro is here. Cero. Vicky Chong is here. Says hello, everyone. What's up? Stu 3D is here. Hello. Chris Knudsen, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Amir, what's up, my man? Thanks for joining us. Says hi, people. Yes, hi, people. How are we? Ex Machina Engineering, hello to the best chat in the world. Yes, indeed. Jonathan is here, says hello, everyone. Is my first time here. All right, Jonathan, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Great to see you in here. What else we got here? We got Stu 3D, we said hi to. Aaron C is here. What's up, my man? Third fastest speed modeler in the world, joining us for some live chat action. Awesome. August Larson says, sick guitar. Thank you. Bob Phelps is here from Iowa. Hello, Bob. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you in here with all of us today. Let's go. Shout out to the senior Mrs. TooTallToby. My mom made that sweet stained glass guitar that you're seeing there in the background. August Larson. Make sure we're not cutting off Bob's chat either. Anyone catch F1 yesterday? See if anybody in the chat says they did. I'll bet they did, Aaron C. I'll bet they did. Well, guys, I had a great weekend. We got to go out and do fireworks, and no one got hurt. So that's always good. That, of course, was last week on Thursday. We had 4th of July on Thursday. We did have that really cool model that we posted, the practice model. And then this weekend, it was really just working. I just been working a lot. I'm trying to get my CSWP, the Certified SolidWorks Professional training class, done and ready to go for all of you so that you can learn how to become a Certified SolidWorks Professional, learn some different tips and tricks. And we're trying to work with a new platform to get those training classes available on demand. So you don't have to wait for me to be available in person. You can actually take those classes on demand. So that's kind of the big thing that I've been working on all weekend. But of course, getting outside, enjoying that wonderful hot weather has also been a fun part of the weekend. So I hope you guys were able to stay cool. It was really cooking this weekend. Alrighty, let's get into it here. Welcome. Today is July 8th. Beautiful July 8th. Beautiful Monday. What a great way to start the week. Monday, July 8th. And welcome to your CAD modeling practice, Model Monday Live, where you get to compete against other members in the chat. And today we're going to do 2 of these CAD speed modeling challenges. You versus the chat. We'll see who's the fastest in the chat. We're going to do a tournament update. We're going to talk about a live solve using SolidWorks. And, of course, we're going to interact with the best chat ever. Today, I'm going to do this as the live solve. This was the challenge that I dropped on the YouTube channel on Thursday. The 4th Fireworks, it's called. And it's a cool model. It's not really that difficult. It's only tier 3. But there's some really cool stuff that we can learn from this model. And, of course, I'm going to show you guys how to do the candy striping that's running up the body of that rocket as well. Some cool techniques you can use to do some split line action there. And with that, let's get into it. I know what you guys are all here for. I know you guys are all here for you guys are really all here for the F1 debate in the chat. But I think some of you maybe are also here for the live CAD versus CAD challenges. So let's go. We're going to show you guys a 2D print, and we're going to have you turn that into a 3D model as fast as possible. Victor K joining us in the chat. What's up? Welcome. Guys, after I show you this 2D print, you're going to try to turn it into a 3D model. You're going to try to calculate the mass, and you're going to try to enter that mass directly in the chat in YouTube. And the first person to enter that mass correctly is going to be declared the winner. It's going to get points on our Model Monday Live leaderboard over at TooTallToby.com. Mangal, I got your message there, buddy. Whole wizard feature, full video upload, please. You got it. No problem. You got it. Be on the lookout for that video. It's coming soon. Guys, if you're competing today in Model Monday Live, here's the basic rules. You can use any 3D CAD package. We are truly CAD agnostic here. You're going to input density and you're going to output mass, meaning as long as that CAD package can accomplish that. Even some CAD packages can't do that. They can only do volume, and then our users kind of manually input the mass and calculate the mass. That's fine. You know, any 3D CAD package can be used here. But make sure when you answer, you do use the specified precision. Very important, use the specified precision. LCR Brick Tech, giving a shout out to Onshape. Always good to give a shout out to Onshape. And guys, the first person to answer correctly in the chat will be declared the winner. So I'll show you a 2D print. You'll try to turn it into a 3D model. Here's the unit system and the densities that we use. Jonathan, you mentioned you're here for the first time. Mangal, I think maybe you're here for the first time as well. You're going to want to make sure that you take a screen capture of these densities and you add these densities to your materials library. If the density is not correct, then you are not going to come up with the correct answer. That's for sure. So if you're using something that has the material library and you look at the densities and they're different from these, well, take a second and create a custom material. Today I'm drinking oh, this is kind of cool, a cherry limeade Waterloo. Look at this thing. Cherry limeade. Let's go. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like those blackberry lemonade ones. I think I like those a little more. All right, guys, hopefully that was enough time for everybody to grab a screen capture of these densities, because now we are going to get into this challenge. It's meant to be fun and good-spirited. Occasionally, I'll make a mistake. I'll miss a dimension, something like that. We'll just do an audible and try to resolve it. And the Ivan exploit is permitted. I got a video on that coming soon. The Ivan exploit is permitted during Model Monday Live. So with that, let's flip over to full screen here. And as soon as I show you this 2D print, you're going to grab a screen capture, maybe put it on your second monitor, and then you are going to begin modeling this challenge. Here we go. This Model Monday Live 3D CAD challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go. What is the mass of this part in XXX grams? The tolerance is plus or minus 1 gram. This part is in millimeters. It's using plain carbon steel as the material and 7,800 kilograms per cubic meter. Tier 4 part, probably the lower end of tier 4, but there's definitely some trickiness to this part that pushes it up to tier 4. It's called upper alignment cap. Upper alignment cap. So check it out. Good luck to everyone. Grab a screen capture. We're only going to leave this up on the screen for a couple more moments. I'm going to take a sip of my delicious beverage, and then we are going to move on with today's live stream. Your goal is to take this model, this 2D print, and try to turn it into a 3D model. And guys, we got Victor K in the chat, the world champion of 3D CAD speed modeling. This is your chance to play against the best. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Video Game High School. So, Victor K is in the chat, the best, the law. He's here in the chat with us, and you get a chance to compete against the world champion. Good luck. Good luck to everyone on this model. Upper alignment clamp. What a cool way to start our Monday, huh? I guess we're really starting our week. Our Monday is you probably had enough meetings and stuff this morning to consider yourself halfway through the day. Guys, don't forget to support the channel. The easiest way to support the channel is just hit the like button. Right now we got 26 people watching. How many likes we got? Let's see. 14 likes. 29 people watching, 14 likes. Let's see what we can do to get that like ratio up a little bit higher. Anybody who's watching, just take a moment, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to subscribe. And of course, share and reshare. If you like what we're doing here on the channel, if you like the CAD vs. CAD tournaments, if you like the live CAD vs. CAD competition on Model Monday Live, let your coworkers know, let your buddies know, let your, your online forum know that you are into the world of 3D CAD and the gamification of 3D CAD, and that this channel is what it's all about. Walk up to a coworker, whisper in his ear. Wait till he's working on some really important charts that he printed out, some bar graphs that he printed out. Then walk up and whisper in his ear and say, hey, visit TooTallToby.com. That's where it's at. That's what's up. And of course, if you want to provide some value to us, we do believe in value for value. If you feel like you're getting a lot of value out of this channel, you can send us some value back. Financial support, always welcome and encouraged. Super chat is available at the bottom of this live stream. Super thanks if you're watching the recording of this live stream or really any of our videos. And of course, the website, TooTallToby.com/donate. This is the preferred way. We also have Venmo and PayPal on that site. TooTallToby.com/donate is the preferred way. So very, very much appreciate any kind of financial support that you can send our way. Look at these answers coming in. Wow. These guys were right one after the other. Wow. Fast, fast, fast. I like it. And 3 different answers. Wow. 4 different answers. 3 different answers. Wow. This is pretty darn amazing. I do want to give a quick shout out here. We did get a couple of donations that came in this week. I want to give a huge shout out to Rich Penn. You guys know Rich Penn from the chat. He always loves it when we do Toby features on the drawings. So huge shout out to Rich Penn, who came in with a donation this week, and also to James A, who came in with a donation. They just, you visit the site, TooTallToby.com/donate. Very, very much appreciated. We also have a couple of recurring monthly donations that are very much appreciated. So anything that you guys can do to help us kind of keep the doors open, this is the business. So, and the business stays open with the support of all of you. So the more we can get going, we want to get this list. It's 2 people right now, and it's very much appreciated, but we'd love to get this list to 20 people each week or 50 people each week. That'd be great. If you guys are getting a lot of value out of the channel and you want to see the channel continue, be sure to send some value back. That's the way that we keep things rolling forward. In the world of TooTallToby news, we've got some tournament videos available. We've been putting out a lot of videos this week. These videos are here on the YouTube channel. So we're really trying to push the tournament, promote the tournament. So again, get out there and share, let people know what's going on with the tournament. We started out with the live solve using Onshape. That was actually my tournament submission run. We've been posting some videos from last year. The Onshape versus SolidWorks matches between Imant and Dom were absolutely epic. So we're continuing to post those videos. They're actually from earlier this year, from the Spring Open. And we also did some live solves using SolidWorks and solving these models that are used in the qualifier for the tournament. So just let people know, get out there and share what's going on. We also posted a pretty fun sheet metal video explaining what is K-factor. So if anybody doesn't know what K-factor is, it's just like an easier, more universal tool for figuring out the flat pattern. Not always as accurate as some of the older school tried and tested methods, but definitely a good technique to use, especially if you're newer to sheet metal. And we got some great conversations in the comments from that video too. So if you're looking to learn a little bit more about sheet metal, check out that video and check out the comments as well. Vegas Vault is here. What's up, my man? Thanks for joining us. Welcome, welcome. VVV, I see, is in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see everybody in here. And guys, training. This is you're looking for a way to support the channel, to keep the doors open. Sign up your team for some training. We got training happening later this month, July 31st to August 1st. It's 2 days, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's $500. It's live training with me, live over the web, but live with me. Live training with me. It's Toby's Tips and Tricks. It's a collection of all of my favorite time-saving tips and tricks all in one spot over 2 days. You know, a great way to talk to your training coordinator, your manager, your supervisor, and say, hey, this would be a great way to get some return on investment from our SolidWorks. Our users are taking too long. They're making too many extra clicks. It's not necessary. Let's take training with this guy for 2 days. They're going to be a lot faster after those 2 days. So definitely check it out. Training with Toby is available this month, live training. And then we've got some on-demand training classes coming out as well. Sergio in the chat says, I love Onshape. Yeah, we're gonna definitely be doing some Onshape training here as well in the near future. So for all my Onshape friends out there, don't worry, we're not neglecting you. We're just getting some SolidWorks training out now while it's still in my brain. Before I forget all about SolidWorks and move completely on to Onshape, I'm going to try and capture some of this so that everybody can learn how to be a little bit faster. So check it out, TooTallToby.com/training. Great place to get faster at CAD. And again, if you're trying to convince your supervisor, they're always interested in return on investment. You could let them know that the point of this training is that you're going to get your job done faster. You're going to spend less time being frustrated. You're going to waste less time in the CAD, and you're going to have a chance to, to get much faster. You spend 2 days with me learning these efficiency tips and tricks. You're just going to be a faster CAD modeler. You're really going to get to focus on the engineering more so than the CAD. And of course, you also get a training certificate. Awesome student #1. So that's also a nice return on investment. And this awesome book too, the sweet book with this sweet synthwave cover. So lots of good stuff here that you get from training with Toby. $500, 2 days, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. East Coast. And that is happening at the end of the month. Another great way to support the channel. The CSWP class is going to be the first one that we're doing as our on-demand. So again, TooTallToby.com/training. CSWP is coming. And Onshape training, of course. We love Onshape. Guys, I did post a video on the Onshape channel, youtube.com/Onshape Inc. It's a full end-to-end project of this Sterling engine, and it gives you everything you need to know about Onshape, including a companion PDF. So like a little instruction manual that goes with that training class. So check it out. Lots of good stuff in there on that training. And the last thing I want to talk to you about before we take a look and see who got this first challenge correct is the Practice Models app. Guys, we love the Practice Models app. I mean, this is just something that I think is so cool that we're doing on the TooTallToby channel. Definitely something that differentiates us from other sites. You know, if we were just YouTube, we would kind of just be making videos, but we try to do a lot more. And one of the things that we try to do is gamify the world of 3D CAD. And by gamify the world of 3D CAD, what I mean is when you go to TooTallToby.com, you can get in here, you can do free practice, speed modeling leaderboard, or live competition. So live competition is like what we're doing today. Who's the fastest in the chat? The speed modeling leaderboard, you make a video of yourself running the models. But a lot of times what people want is they just want to take a look at a 2D print and turn it into a 3D model. And that's where you can do free practice. And this is using any 3D CAD system that's out there. You can do this free practice. And something that's pretty cool is that I just posted one of these models last night. Here it is, 0701, brand new model, just posted it last night. And you can see here that 10 people have already completed this model. And we don't have a push notification or anything like that. We just post the models, and if people happen to look at the website and see that there's a new one, then then they get to see that there's a new one. Well, 10 people have already logged in and done this model. It's a tier 3 challenge. It's a machined part. If you're interested in doing these challenges, you can visit us at TooTallToby.com, sign up for a free account, and then you too can do these challenges. And not only can we see this completion ratio, which is a pretty cool analytic, but we can also see who has finished all of the models. So if we go here to community scoreboard, there's a total of 58 models available. We can see all the people who are the members of that 58 club. Look, JMac here using Onshape, a member of that 58 club. BSTW, a member of that 58 club. So we can see all the people here who are members of that 58 club. We can see what CAD system they're using. We can see what country they're from. And if we click on one of them, like let's click on this one here, Bob from Texas. If we click on one of them, we can see how fast they do on these models. You can see this little analytics kind of scatter chart here showing how fast they are completing these models. So you can see that Bob has done all 58 models. He spent a total amount of almost 15 hours, 14 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. And his average time per model is 15 minutes and 31 seconds. So pretty cool that we can see all of these analytics, all these great analytics from all the users. Definitely a lot of fun. And I just think it's so cool that on this Practice Models app, we're not even doing any kind of push notification, and yet people are getting logged in here and they are right away completing these models almost the same day that I post them. So if you're ever interested in getting more practice, we've got 58 models up there right now. We're going to have more and more. We try and do 9 every month. So check it out and enjoy, and good luck. And let me know what you think about that, as always. Guys, if you're in the chat and you're doing these practice models on the app, put a 1 in the chat. Let us know that you are in the Practice Models crew. You're doing the practice models there on the website. It's a fun app. Lots of cool analytics that you can get through. And a huge shout out to our web dev, Bodie McBoatpants, who put together all that great interactivity on the website with the Practice Models app. Awesome. Cool, guys. Well, check it out, TooTallToby.com/practice. A great app to help you get better and better at 3D CAD. And we'll have new models later this week. Finally, the World Championship 2024 is upon us. We are currently in... Those times don't show up in the per print analytics page. That's correct, yes. So Victor K is asking, possible those times are users just doing the print in their own time. Yeah, so a couple of comments that are coming in here. Victor K is saying, you could log into that Practice Models app and then back out of it and kind of game the clock a little bit. And that's true. I mean, we want the app to be something for everyone. So that is true. You can get in here and you could view the print and then back out and then like just do it in 2 seconds. We do have a purge of like a high and a low range on these charts here. So like anything that's under an unreasonable amount, we just purge it. So on this one, it's probably like 60 seconds or something like that. We just purge it. Although probably there's some speedsters out there that could do it in less than 60 seconds. And then these analytics here are these are the analytics for that model, for that challenge. So like this whole page here, when you complete it, you're going to see additional analytics down here, like your time and the average time and the fastest time. This is all for that challenge. These are analytics specifically for that challenge. Where this one here, this is my analytics in the upper left here. This is the analytics for you, the runner, my analytics. And that's what we're seeing on the scoreboard too. So if I click my analytics, these are the Nikola Tesla analytics. So I've done a total of, 4 models, 4 models, and my total modeling time is 17 minutes, and my average time is almost 4:20. That's amazing. 4 minutes and 18 seconds. And if you look at that community scoreboard, then you can see some of the other users, and you can kind of go through and you can see some of their analytics as well. Aaron C says, I know it's low stakes and it isn't really a big deal, but I love the website. Well, thank you. It's high stakes for me. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to be out on the streets. So low stakes for some, high stakes for others. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to our tournament super fans. We do have a new program with the tournament. If you want to become a super fan, you can visit us. When you visit us at the tournament website, you can sign up and become a super fan. And so far, we got Bob Evans, our super fan for the tournament 2024 World Championship. Guys, we need your help. We need your support. So if you like these tournaments, you want to see these tournaments keep going, consider becoming a super fan. You can get on this list. It's not a very long list currently. We need to get this number up a little bit. Visit us, TooTallToby.com/tournaments for more information about becoming a super fan, or contact Vicky if you have any questions about becoming a super fan. But we very much appreciate Bob Evans, our #1 super fan for the tournament so far. And if you guys are interested in becoming a super fan, getting your name on the list, getting recognized every live stream during the tournament, you can visit us, TooTallToby.com/tournaments. And the tournament leaderboard is now live, so you can start to see how different people are solving these. We got QWERTY CA. Guys, QWERTY CA. A lot of people have been keeping an eye on QWERTY CA because of his fantastic performances here in the monthly leaderboard. Well, if you go to TooTallToby.com and you go to tournaments, let's go to the World Championship, you'll see that QWERTY is now here on the tournament leaderboard. So we're going to get to see QWERTY live during the tournament, competing against other runners, and once again putting up an absolutely stellar performance. 3 minutes and 30 seconds using SolidWorks. Pedro Tavares, also very impressive. Anything under 5 minutes is like super speed as far as I'm concerned. My time was way down here. It's like over 10 minutes, I think. So anything under 5 minutes is just outstanding, amazing. You know, Chris Pico, he got third place last year, earlier this year in the Spring Open. And look, he's coming in 7 minutes, 47 seconds. So it doesn't always, matter who's the fastest on this leaderboard, but it is pretty cool because you can watch these guys' videos. You can watch QWERTY, watch Pedro, watch Chris Pico, watch Libe's videos, and you can kind of see how they're navigating through these models so quickly and maybe pick up some tips and tricks. Like QWERTY uses intersect a lot in these runs, and there's probably, some lessons we could all learn there about using intersect efficiently to kind of lop off huge chunks of the model. So check out those videos. Definitely a lot to learn from those videos, live solving these parts. In the tournament, all the parts are going to be tier 3 and higher. All of the parts are going to be sweeps lofts with guide curves, sheet metal, and multi-body / multi-material. Not all the parts, but all the challenges are going to potentially include some of this functionality. So make sure that you're aware of how to do some of these things. Sweeps lofts with guide curves. Learn how to do multi-body, multi-material in one single part file. It's going to, give you a very, very fast time. Makos93 says, first time doing this live. Nice job. Good job getting an answer. That is awesome. Anybody who gets an answer in the limited time we have together should be very proud. And even if you don't get an answer, even if you just try, you should be very proud. This is not easy, and it feels very high pressure. And I saw Vegas Vault in the chat earlier, said Team Imants. Yeah, it's great to see Imants. It's so fun to go back and watch the video highlights from the Spring Open and watch his performance. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch those yet, definitely check them out. I keep posting them on YouTube, and it's really fun to see Onshape on a Chromebook and see Imants navigating it. Very cool stuff. Ex Machina says, speed modeling leaderboard, practicing and watching the videos has given me a couple of workflows in a Libre that saved me minutes per part. Huge value there. Thank you. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to share and reshare. We got 32 people here. And we got 25 likes. That's good. Nice job, everybody. Let's keep it going. Let's keep those likes going. Share and reshare. Ricardo Jean is in the chat. What's up, my man? Super Imants. Yes, indeed. All right, guys, let's take a look at our first answer here. This model is pretty cool, the upper alignment cap. I hope you guys had fun with this model. And let's take a look and see how we did. Saw those answers coming in. The first couple answers really came in fast, so very impressive. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Aaron C coming in, 953.64. Ace coming in, 962.01. We got Victor K coming in, 910. World champion at 3D CAD speed modeling. We got Mango coming in, 953.641. Oh, matching Aaron C. Interesting. We got Ace revising to 918.00089. We got Aaron C revising to 950.869. We got VVV coming in 924.4, revising to 918.009. Aaron C revising to 918.009. That's amazing. I guess Mangle did the exact same workflow that Aaron C did, and that's why he came up with the exact same mass. So whatever Aaron C did wrong in the beginning, Mangle must have done the exact same thing wrong. That's amazing. We got Aaron C revising to 918.009. We got Mr. Alex coming in 918 as well. Very nice, very nice. Some congratulations going out here already. I like it, I like it. We got Amir coming in 918, very nice. Bob Phelps coming in 918. Matt, 918 grams, missed a feature, nice. Stu, 918 grams, very nice. Jonathan, 918 grams, first timer, well done, well done. Mako's here, first timer, 918 grams. And LCR Brick, looks like he just fired in a bunch of numbers there. I like it, I like it. All right, guys, let's go. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is 918 grams. Well done, well done. I think that one goes to Ace coming in with the... Wait, was it VV? Wait, who came in with the first one? Ace came in with the first one, right? Let's see, Aaron C, Ace, Victor K, 910, Mangle, and then Ace coming in 918. Well done, well done, well done. Congratulations, Ace. GG to Ace in the chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice. LCR Brick still trying to guess. One of these will be correct. Don't forget, you get unlimited guesses in Model Monday Live, LCR Brick, so one of these will be correct. All right, GG Ace, well done, well done. You're going to get recognized on the Model Monday Live leaderboard, earning a point here in this live stream. Congratulations. Now, here's the question. Can you do a clean sweep? Because this next 3D CAD challenge begins now. Guys, get your screen captures ready. This next 3D CAD challenge for the chat begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Here you go, guys. I know you guys love sheet metal. Well, here is your chance. Good game, Jonathan. Good game. Here is your chance. What is the mass of this part in XXXX grams? Tolerance is only plus or minus 1 gram. It's pretty tight for all these dimensions. There's a detailed view at the bottom of the page there. You notice it says same geometry aligned on both sides. So like where that little tab is, it's sticking out. It's matching all the way across. Ex Machina says, nope, not with the kids in the room. Very nice. Guys, this is a pretty fun sheet metal challenge. MMGS, plain carbon steel, density 7,800 kilograms per cubic meter. This is a tier 5 model. It's really between a tier 4 and a tier 5. Tier 5 model. And notice the notes up top. The sheet metal thickness is 5 millimeters. The sheet metal bend radius is 8. The model can be created with sheet metal features, or you could model it with thin features if you prefer. If you don't know sheet metal, you could still, in theory, compete in the tournament. But when it comes to bends and then bends going in the other direction, I think it's going to be a lot faster doing sheet metal. Carter Jean says, no, sheet metal, no, I need to study this. Yeah, you're either going to need to study it, or you just hope that the Wheel of Fate doesn't give you any sheet metal models. You can always do that too. You know, you could enter the tournament and maybe you get through the whole tournament and you don't get any sheet metal models. It's definitely possible. Usually we have 1 on the wheel each episode. So we usually have like 10 models on the wheel and we have 1 sheet metal. So 1 out of 10 chance on each spin. So good luck, everybody. Rich Penn says lots and lots of Toby notes on this one. Yes. Yeah, lots and lots of Toby notes on this one for sure. I wanted to make it clear what's going on with that cut on each side. And I wanted to make it clear what's going on with that chamfer. So lots of Toby notes on this one. Those beautiful magenta notes. We love those Toby notes. Flat pattern is just there for illustration. You guys don't have to create it as sheet metal and make the flat. I just thought it might be helpful to see what this thing looks like once it's unfolded. We used to make lots and lots and lots of parts like this. This part, maybe you could even roll out on a progressive die. Do some progressive die design. All right, guys. I hope this was enough time for you to grab a screen capture. Good luck. Good luck to, especially to our newer runners. Great to see you in here. LCR Brick says, I watched your video on sheet metal and Onshape there. Great. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad those are helpful. I love Onshape. I love what Onshape is doing, not only with the CAD side, but especially with the collaboration side. Being able to multi-user collaborate in real time is absolutely insane. I cannot believe how good Onshape is at multi-user collaboration. And I'll show you guys something else that's kind of cool with Onshape. You know what? I'll save that for another time. I want to focus on this live solve today. There's so much cool stuff. You guys know how I feel about Onshape. I'm totally like in this honeymoon phase where I'm like, what? It can do that? What? It can do that? That's amazing. What? It can do that? You can roll back to any point. You have unlimited undo? That's amazing. All right. Let's keep going. Guys, don't forget the World Championship of 3D CAD Speed Modeling. Friday, October 18th is the finals. Put that on your calendar right now. Friday, October 18th. Lock it down so you know you're watching. I think we're going to do that one at night, East Coast at night. So probably like 5, 6 o'clock at night on the East Coast. That way we can do a live event. I saw Aaron C. earlier said we need to do a live TooTallToby event. Yes, this is the World Championship kind of is like the live TooTallToby event. I think we need to take it on the road and do it in different territories as well. Vegas Vault says honeymoon phase means cheating on her with SolidWorks for every short. You know, I'll take that. I can take that one, Vegas Vault. That's fair. It's a fair observation, but I will say in response that I'm just in training. I'm training myself how to do shorts every day. I'm training myself what the most efficient way is to capture these shorts, and in just a few short units of time, weeks, possibly months, in just a few short weeks, you're going to see a lot of Onshape shorts coming out of me that are following a very familiar workflow, almost as though I'm working from the same template. So yeah, I'm really just considering like this training for the Onshape content influx that's about to happen. It's like I said earlier, I know that when I really start creating Onshape content, I'm going to start forgetting stuff about SolidWorks, and so I'm trying to like capture as much of it as I can somewhere so that I can I can look back and refresh myself, because I need to scoot some stuff over to make some room up in this brain under this hat. Yeah, I like Onshape a lot for sure. Oh, and perfect timing here. And so with that, after saying how much I love Onshape, let's do a SolidWorks live solve. So when it comes to this SolidWorks model here, we're going to do a live solve of this model here, the 4th of July fireworks. So welcome everybody. Welcome to this SolidWorks 3D modeling live solve. I know a lot of people enjoyed seeing this 4th of July fireworks challenge last week, and today we're going to go through and we're going to talk about how a SolidWorks expert would think through a challenge like this, and how a SolidWorks expert would try to resolve a challenge like this. We're also going to show some pretty cool little, more nuanced techniques that we can use when we're in SolidWorks to solve situations like this. So first of all, what I want you to do whenever you start a new 3D CAD challenge is ask yourself, where is the origin going to be in this model? It's like the very first thing you want to ask yourself. And so to answer that question, you want to look for things like, is there symmetry in the model? If there is symmetry in the model, then that's going to help you locate the origin. So like in this case, there's symmetry in 2 directions. So the origin's probably going to be right here, looking down from the top. So now the only question is, where should the origin be looking at this thing from the front? And I think it's fair to say that there's a lot of dimensions that seem to be coming from the base of this rocket. So like this 15 height, some of the dimensions down here are coming from the base of the rocket. So now we've got the location of the origin. The origin is going to be right here. It's going to be centered looking down from the top, and it's going to be where most of the dimensions are coming from. And those are the things you're looking for when you're trying to decide where to locate the origin in a new model. Then what you need to do is you need to kind of discretize the model, meaning you need to break down the model into different sections and decide how you're going to model those sections. Now, if we were doing this for engineering purposes, we would probably take into consideration that the parts are actually made as different parts. But since we're just doing this all as one single model, we don't have to worry about that as much. So I think the way that I would discretize this model is I would really probably do it in 3 sections. I would say that the fin is one section, so the fin and the pattern of the fin. The main body with the cone up top is another section, and then the cut extrude on the inside is a section of the model. So it's like I'm breaking up the model into these different sections, so then I can start deciding how am I going to model each section and what order am I going to model them in. Well, since the cone here, the main cone here, is really foundational to these fins existing, I think it makes sense to model the main cone first. So the first sketch that I create is going to be the sketch for this main cone. And this is something else you always want to be thinking about when you're trying to decide how to go from a 2D print to a 3D model. You want to ask yourself, where's my origin going to be? Well, we already kind of figured that out. The origin's going to be right at the center here. And then you want to ask yourself, what's my very first sketch going to look like? And I think that for this model, my very first sketch is going to look something like this. It's going to come over, up, over. It's going to come up at an angle here, and then it's going to come straight down to the bottom. And that's what my very first sketch is going to look like. And by doing this exercise, by thinking to yourself, what's my first sketch going to look like, it really sets you up nicely to go through and create the rest of the model. So now what's my next sketch going to look like? My next sketch is going to look like the sketch of this fin. And I think I'm going to bring the fin all the way into the center of the model. So my second sketch is going to look something like this. And then I'll be able to extrude that and do a circular pattern. And then what's my final sketch going to look like? My final sketch is going to capture some of this information that I'm going to need for the cut extrude. So it's going to be a half triangle, a half rectangle, and then maybe this area that's coming down here. And then I'm going to be able to do my cut revolve for that final section. So whenever you're trying to go from a 2D print to a 3D model, this is the exercise that you want to do. And now that I've done that exercise, I'm ready to do maybe a 2D screen capture. So let me bring up my screen capture software here, and we're going to grab a capture of this print, move that over onto our second screen, and let's get into creating this model using SolidWorks. So here we are in SolidWorks, and now we're going to take that game plan that we just came up with, and we're going to turn that into an actual 3D model. Now, along the way with this model, I'm going to show you a lot of cool tips and tricks. So if you even if you already did this rocket, take a look. You're gonna learn some pretty cool stuff. And at the end, we're going to show you how to do that candy striping as well. So here we go. New part. This part is going to be in inches and 1060 aluminum. And we're going to go front plane, begin a sketch, because we decided our first sketch is going to be that kind of revolve shape of the rocket. Now we're going to create a center line. So S key center line, single click here. We're going to move up and we're going to bring the center line up to a height of 2 inches. And now we can jump into the S key again. We could maybe make a rectangle here. Let's say we make a rectangle that has a height of 11 inches and then has a width here of 1.5 over 2, since that's going to be our diameter. And then we can hit escape, get rid of that dimension, that 0.75, and then create another dimension. This dimension is going to start at that vertical line, and then it's going to go to this vertical center line that we created. And then when we cross over that vertical center line, that gives us a doubled dimension for that 1.5 inch diameter. So now the final feature that we need to create, or the final element of this sketch, is we need to create that triangle shape or half triangle shape. So we'll come over here like so, come up like so, create that kind of half triangle shape. And now we're going to create a dimension for the overall height of the model. So all the way down here to the bottom of 15 inches. And then we're going to create an angle dimension. So the angle dimension is going to go from this half line of the triangle, or the hypotenuse of the triangle. And then we're going to hold control, and we're going to pick this center line down at the bottom here. And I'm sorry, I misspoke there. We're going to hold shift and click that center line down at the bottom there. And it's really, you don't have to hold shift ahead of time, but if you hold shift afterwards, then you see you can get this double dimension. So that's kind of a cool little hidden SolidWorks trick. If you want to get the double dimension for the angle, you have to hold shift. So we're going to type in 69 there. There's our angle for that. And we are ready to move on to the next feature in this process, really in the process of building this model. So for that next feature, we could take this and turn it into a revolve, but since we're going to be referencing this sideline of the rocket as we're creating this next feature, maybe it makes sense to create that fin right away. So I'm going to come over here with a line to 2.25, and then I'm going to come up vertical here with a line of 0.125 for the radius. So you can see that what I did there was I just created a center line. This is not a solid line, it's just a center line that comes over here to a distance of 2.25, since that's where the center of that fin exists on our drawing. So now that I've got that line coming over, that line coming up, now I could get in there and maybe do like a center line arc. So this is radius 0.125, and it's going to start here and come around to something like this. And then I could jump into a line command, and I could click this endpoint, come back, touch the endpoint, come off of it, and then type in a radius here. So that outer radius is a radius of 5. And then I could do the same thing here with this inner radius. So click this point here, come back, touch the endpoint, come off with a tangent arc. I know we could just do it with the tangent arc command, but we're going to be using the line command a lot in this process. And so there we go. Now we've created those 2 arcs. Now at this point, what I like to do is just hit escape and kind of drag the endpoint of the arc. So hit escape here and kind of drag the endpoint of the arc and just kind of get these close to where they need to be. Now, by close to where they need to be, what I mean is on the print, what the print is calling out is it's calling out that these are going to start at a distance of 0.25 from the base up to the fin. Let's zoom in here a little bit. So 0.25 from the base up to the start of the pin, and then 1.25 where the fin touches the body at tangent. So what you might think is you could create a sketch point there and then use that sketch point to define your dimensions. Well, here's a little shortcut for helping with that. Instead of choosing the sketch point and then coming in here and hoping that you get intersection, which most of the time when I try to do that, I end up getting coincident instead of intersection. I end up missing it a little bit. Instead of doing it that way, just do a crossing select where you pick the line and the arc and then click the point command. And this creates what's called a virtual sharp, which is just a point. It's just a sketch point with an intersection command. So do a crossing select both of these, then click the point command. Then that gives you a point at the intersection of those 2 entities. That gives you a point at the intersection of those 2 entities. So now you can add those dimensions that we were looking at on the print. This dimension is 0.250, and this dimension here for that overall width of the fin is our 1.25. So it's kind of a cool little trick that you can use to make sure that you've got your point exactly at the intersection. We just need to make sure that this is tangent here, make sure that this is vertical. There we go. That sketch is nice and black and fully defined, and that gives us the location of the fin and the main body for the revolve. So let's go into our features command, revolve, and now we're going to choose to revolve this region, this region, this region, and this region, and our axis of revolution. So those are all landing down here under sketch contour. And our axis of revolution is going to be this axis right here. That revolves that into that main shape. And then I'm just going to show that sketch again. And now I'll click on the sketch first, and then I'll choose extrude. And now once again down here in our selected regions or contours, I'm going to pick this region and this region. That's going to go out to a depth of 0.125 for the fin. And then I'll right mouse button in the background and say mid plane, and then right mouse button again. So there we go. Now we've got our fin. Now I'm going to take that fin and I'm going to do a circular pattern. So I'll just pick on that boss, hold control, pick on this face here, let go of control, jump into circular pattern. Whoops. Sorry, that got that revolve as a feature. There we go, pick on that face. And then that is going to go out to 6 instances equally spaced across 360 degrees. So there is our fin for that rocket. And now the only thing left to do is to add the interior geometry. Now, if we right mouse button on this sketch and we go to sketch color, we can change that color to something that really pops out. And that's going to make it easier for us to reference that sketch while we're creating the next feature or the next sketch. So here what we can do is we can go into our front plane, begin a sketch, and now what we want to do is we want to create a line here which is parallel to this line here. So we go S key, we go to begin a line command, we come over. This is definitely an advanced trick that I'm going to show you guys here. I think some of you more experienced users will really appreciate this, but I think some of you newer users will be able to learn from this and use this. So you can see here that I'm in the front plane. I'm going to begin the line command. I'm going to click here to begin the line command. I'm going to come down. I'm going to hold my cursor over this line here, and that kind of wakes up the parallel relationship. But you see the relationship is showing in white. So when a relationship shows in yellow, that means the relationship will be added. But when the relationship shows in white, that means the relationship will not be added. So if I click here and then I come over here to close this thing off, what we'll see is at that point is not enforcing a parallel relationship. However, those lines are exactly parallel. And what that means is if I add a linear dimension from line to line, that'll create a parallel relationship just kind of like embedded in the linear dimension. So if I start out here by going to create the line, you'll see that it doesn't pick up on parallel. I don't get anything. If I hold my cursor over this line first and then come back, now it gives me a white parallel relationship, which means it is parallel, but it's not going to add the relationship, the parameter. So now I'll close off this triangle. And then I'll jump into Smart Dimension, so S key Smart Dimension, and I'll create a dimension from this line to this line, and that dimension is going to be 0.1. And I'll create a dimension from this line to, well, actually I won't add that one yet, just to show you before and after. See, now when I go to move this around, parallel is being enforced not through a sketch relationship, but through a sketch dimension, which kind of has parallel built into it. So it's really nuanced, but definitely one to look out for, and it can save you some time as you're working through SolidWorks, recognizing that you can make two lines parallel using a dimension if you just remember to dimension from line to line. Don't pick the end point, but pick like line to line here. And now I'm enforcing parallel between those two lines. Kind of cool. So now I just need to create the remaining geometry here. So for the remaining geometry, I'm going to create a rectangle that comes down like so. And then I will create a vertical line here, and then a line that comes down at an angle. Try not to pick up midpoint when you do this line. That can be a mistake that people can make. So bring a line down here to this lower line, and then finish off here at this point. And then all we need to do is trim this line here, and then take this point and just merge it down here to this point. Let's merge those two. Then let's give ourselves another center line so that we can get some double dimensions like we did earlier. And that double dimension is going to be from here to here, a double dimension to 1 inch. It's going to be from here. Again, it automatically picks up on that center line once you do the first one. So this one's going to be 0.180. And now we'll just do some standard dimensions, like a dimension here to 3 inches and a dimension here against this wall of 0.125, and then a final dimension here for this upper chamber, 2.5 inches. And that should do it for that sketch. Let's turn that into a cut revolve. So we go features, revolved cut, and then we're going to say, yep, that's it. It's a nice clean sketch with one single center line. So SolidWorks automatically picks up on that center line. And now I can hit the green check mark, and let's look at this thing in a section view. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. And so now if we look at our center here, Control Q to rebuild, the correct answer is 1776. So we did it. We got it correct. Well done. Well done. So now one final little tip here is the ability to candy stripe this model. And the way that we can candy stripe this model, let me hide this sketch that was here. The way that we can candy stripe this model is through using what's called a split line. So what a split line does is it lets you create sketch geometry and then use that sketch geometry to take a face and split the face. So I could go insert curves, split line, and I can take this current sketch and project it onto this surface. And when I'm done, what's happened is I've split that surface into 3 surfaces. So now I could color this one red and color this one white, and I'd have that candy striping. Well, we're not doing this with just a sketch. We're doing this with an actual 3D curve, so we have to generate that 3D curve. And this is an old trick that we learn in advanced part modeling or in surface modeling. And what the trick is if you go front plane, begin a sketch, and you sketch a line. So here's a line. This line is going to act as a sweep path. And then if you go top plane and you begin a sketch and you sketch a line on the top plane perpendicular, this line is going to act as a sweep profile. And then if you go into the command surfaces and you choose surface sweep, you can sweep this profile along this path. And there you go, there's a surface sweep. But in the definition of a sweep, you can go into options and you could say twist along path or specify twist value. So I could say here that I want this to twist to a total number of revolutions of 4. And boom, that gives us a nice twisty surface that I can use to split this face. Now, the truth is I can't split this face right now. If I go curves, split line, and I say intersection, so instead of projection, which you use with a 2D sketch, we're using intersection to intersect using this tool against this surface. The thing is, this tool is not actually splitting that surface and leaving us with 2 separate faces. So it's not going to work if you just have one of those little twisty things. What you need are 2 of these little twisty things. So if I go to the command insert features, move copy, I can make a copy of this body, and then I can use the rotation option and rotate it around to 180 degrees, 180. Or if you wanted to have 3 copies, you could do it. You could probably do it with a circular pattern too. But the point is now I've got 2 bodies here. So surface body 1, surface body 2. And so now if I go to the command insert curve split line, now I can choose intersection and choose both of these bodies, 1, 2 bodies. So there's one body. Okay, there's one body selected. There's two bodies selected. Both of these bodies are now selected as the intersecting tool. And so now I can go down here to the face to split, and I can choose this face here. And there you see that candy striping, splitting that face. So now I can hit the green check mark, and now I can delete these bodies. I don't need these bodies anymore. So insert features, delete body, or just pick the bodies from the tree and press delete on your keyboard. So delete those bodies. And so now I've got that candy striping. And so now I could go in and I could say, I want the whole part to be blue. So I'll double click on blue here to make the whole part blue. And I want this face to be white. So drag and drop and then pick the face. And then I want this face to be red. So drag and drop and pick this face here and make that face red. Pick face from the flyout menu. So now the remaining features get added, and there we go. That nice candy striping along that face. So that's a combination of doing a surface sweep with twist, then doing insert features, copy body, and then doing after you do the copy body, then doing the, what's it called? The insert features split using intersection, picking those two bodies and then picking that face, and then adjusting the color just for those faces. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Zhao says, don't forget to go to the barbershop. Yep, remember to go to the barbershop. That is good advice. So 1776 is the correct answer for that one. And guys, if you enjoyed that live solve, be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe. We really appreciate your support. Feel free to visit us at TooTallToby.com/donate. Always can take some support there as well. But I hope you enjoyed that SolidWorks live solve. And now let's get into our final answer for today's live stream. Don't forget to support the channel. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. We're almost at 2 o'clock. So if you have to leave right now, thank you for joining us. But make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, share, and reshare. Very much appreciated. Vegas Vault coming in. Very, very nice. Thanks for the live solve, even if it was filthy SolidWorks. Thank you, Vegas Vault. Very much appreciate that value for value. You can use the super chat like Vegas Vault. You can use super thanks. Aaron C coming in. $10. Thank you very much, Aaron C. Cheers, Toby. Good stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, you can also visit TooTallToby.com/donate. And don't forget, guys, we try to put out a lot of content. We try to give you a lot of value. If you want to help support the channel, keep the channel alive, visit us, TooTallToby.com/donate. All right, thank you guys so much for that super chat. Let's get into it here. Our final answer for this one. A lot of answers coming in for this one. This is not an easy model. This is sheet metal. Welcome to the world of sheet metal. Let's see what we got here for our sheet metal answers. First one that came in here was from Victor K, 1412. Victor K revising to 1380. Ace coming in, 1380. We got Aaron C coming in, 1390. We got Aaron C coming in revised, 1380. Very nice, very nice. LCR Brick says 294756 at parenthesis, $, ampersand, percentage, and caret or exponent symbol. I think it's probably pretty close. We got AMO Alex coming in 1467, revising to 1434. Makos coming in 1367. Very nice, very nice. Mr. Alex 1395. We got Amir coming in 1363. Mr. Alex revising 1380. Makos revising 1380. I love seeing the convergence here. Amir revising to 1359. Jonathan coming in 1476. Very nice, very nice. And Jonathan revising to 1450. Guys, the correct answer for this second challenge is 1,380 grams. So that one is going to go to none other than Victor K, the world champion of 3D CAD speed modeling. GG, Victor K. That's going to earn you a point on the July Model Monday Live leaderboard. Well done, well done. Well done to everyone. And thank you all so much for joining us during this live stream. It is the top of the hour. So congratulations to our winners. Thank you so much to the best chat ever. Rockcrawler in the chat. What's up? Great to see you in here. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget your challenge this week is to tell one coworker about the channel. Don't forget to become a super fan of our tournament. We very much appreciate the super fans of our tournament. Don't forget to sign up for training at TooTallToby.com/training. And of course, next week we will be back July 15th for some more great live CAD vs. CAD action. Guys, it's always so fun hanging out with everybody here in the live stream. So thank you so much for joining us. And I will look forward to seeing everybody next week. Train driver Rob coming in. Excellent as always. I've learned enough from TTT to draw anything for my 3D printer projects. Thank you so much, train driver Rob. Very much appreciate that support coming in at the buzzer. That's how we like to end the stream. Guys, what a great way to start our Monday. Great way to start our week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Try to stay productive. Try to stay focused. Enjoy the beautiful, sometimes overly hot weather. And we will see everybody next week, July 15th. Thanks a lot, everybody. Great stream today.